Hey guys, it's Gummer here with another Warhammer Battle Report. Um, this time it is my Orcs again versus some Dark Elves. My mate is practicing for CanCon, which is one of the biggest, probably the biggest Warhammer tournament in Australia, coming up in a couple of weeks. It's a Swedish comp. Uh, I don't know the exact range. I think its max is 16, caps out at 16. So he's gone for a list. Actually, his list was written for him by someone else because he lost a bet or something like that. I can't remember what the conditions were, but anyway, so it was originally like a 16, but I think it's close enough to that. It's like a 15.9. I'm not going, but I was fiddling around with trying to get around a 14, and I managed a 14.1 with Orcs with Grimgore. So um, yeah, I think it's an okay list, but we'll see how it goes. And against Elves, not too bad. Dark Elves a bit different, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we rolled up Battle for the Pass. And yeah, the way the Swedish stuff works in this comp pack, it's pretty much 150 victory points per difference. So I'm 14.1, he's 15.9, so it's almost 300 difference that I'm already down by. So um, yeah. Anyway, so I sort of bunker at the back a bit, but because I've got a lot of archers, I've got them at the front. So let me go through it quickly, actually, because it's a bit different. So I've got two blocks of 18 Savage Orc Arrow Boys, and so their job's to, I guess, get up the front and shoot, and I've got the poison banner as well, and just try and take out some of these elves, and then be around for combat, for flank charges, things like that. But the skinny board in battle for the past, my original plan was to sort of put the Black Orcs in between them, but yeah, not enough room. So I thought for this type of thing, I might keep them at the back. And that's what I did. What have I got? So I got 10 of them painted so far. So I've got another 10 unpainted, and then I've got some of the old ones, but I'll get there. 28 Immortals, Black Orcs, and I'm using a normal Black Orc as Grimgore because I haven't painted him up either. And I've got two level 2 on Little Warg, and we'll go through that spells in a minute. And then I've got a War Boss, Goblin War Boss with the Wizarding Hat. So I've got three level 2s. My BSP's got the Poison Banner, and you can see the rest that was there actually. Yeah, and I've got two Doom Divers, Rock Lobber, um, and a Pump Wagon. And so I got this. So I rolled up Beasts, which was great. So Wizards, I rolled double 3 as well for my selection. So I swapped one out for Savage Beasts, and then swapped because what is it, Amber Spear? I thought I had enough shooting, so dropped Wild Form. And my first goblin rolled up Gork Fix It and Gift to the Spider God again, so that's great. And he's the guy at the back in the Night Goblin. So, the other thing is I forgot one of them had a ruby ring, so I had to randomise which one it was on, and it ended up being him, which is a bit annoying because he wasn't up there on the front line. But that's not too bad. But yeah, Gift to the Spider God. So getting that off, I'll have 5s to poison, so that's not too bad. And then my other one got Vindictive Glare and Curse of the Bad Moon or something, but I swapped it out for Sneaky Stabbing. So his list, he's got 5 Dark Riders with a level 2 Sorceress on Dark. He's got 20 Sisters of, whatever they're called, not Sisters of Thorn, Sisters of Slaughter. 14 Cold Ones with a BSB in there. He's got some kit, I'm not sure what. Charybdis, some more Dark Riders, 30 Dark, I don't know, 29 Witch Elves. And then he's got a Beastmaster with Hydra Blade and some other stuff. Probably a 4-up ward on a Manticore over on the right. And I won the roll, even though he had +1. So I didn't really do too much. I scooted so the forest there in the middle. I deployed my savages straight on there just to see what it was, but it was the one that causes fear, so not poison, which would have been funny. Actually, the poison, I can't remember. It's poison, doesn't matter. Anyway, so my plan again, let's just sit back, see what the shooting can do. But I wanted to get my Vindictive Glare guy into range, so I moved him up So bumped them up just enough to be in 24 inches of some things. And don't really move my wolf riders. It's hindsight, that's a bit bad. Oh, excuse me, sorry, it's getting late here. You keep everything pretty much back. One of my manglers fails dangerous terrain, takes a wound. But that was about it. Movement wise, anyway. Magic was 7 to 4. I do put Wizen's on these guys. I was trying to draw out a bit of his dispel dice, but it wasn't going to happen. And I thought, well, just in case they somehow get charged, at least they're a bit buffed up a bit. And yeah, he has 4 dice, so he dispels my Vindictive Glare. So I throw 2 Doom Dives at these Dark Riders just because I thought they're in the middle and they got 4 up saves, so let's try and knock out a unit of chaff. And if I scatter, I'm going to hit something. Take out 3 Dark Riders and 1 Witch Elf. I ride a 1 over there on the Witch Elves. And yeah, then he's at me, so they come at me full pelt. The Dark Riders on the left there, you can see they're skirting around. They can actually see my my Wolf Riders and my Wolf Gobbo. What's it called? Big Boss, whatever it is. Yes, he's probably not long for this world. The rest of them just moving up. And his Manticore comes up, and I think he's maybe, I don't know what it was, but he was 14 inches or so away from my pump wagon. So he didn't want to get too close, and he's also given me a pretty long charge with the Savages. And yeah, so his magic, whatever it was, he threw all his dice at Doombolt, and I couldn't stop it, and blew my big boss away, and my Wolf Riders felt the panic, and because they're just out of 12 with the BSB, and they run. Which sucks because I've lost it, pretty big chaff. I wanted to get them. I was planning at that point there to plonk them right in front on an angle, in front of the cold ones. So basically to get the cold ones taken up for a turn to give my Arrow boys some more shooting at the Witch Elves. But now I'm a little bit worried. So my turn too. I do the pump wagon does awesome. I 4d6 pump harder, and I get enough to smash into the Manticore. He's only got the sails, so he's only strength 4, so I don't imagine he's going to do a whole lot. But I just thought if he can do some things to it, and you never know. I mean, he's going to die. But I was sort of hoping, you never know if he did get stuck there. But yeah, I think it was worth sending him up there. The Immortals sort of swift reform and move over more to the middle. Even if his Manticore, and this is what I was more worried about, even if his Manticore wants to charge him, he can't fit in there on the flank. But silly me, I've left my BSB's flank exposed. Totally didn't see it. But that's what you get. The Wolf Riders rally as well. So my turn to, and I have to move this. I have to sacrifice his level 2 because I've got no other chaff up here. So I put him facing to the right in front of the cold ones. And yeah, rolled pretty good here. I got 3 wounds on the Manticore and 1 wound on the Beastmaster. So they did excellent, really. And then got killed. Magic was 8 to 6. I threw, don't know how many dice, but I irresistibly forced or cast Gift of the Spider God on these guys. So now they're 5 up poison shots. Rolled 11 on the miscast and lost only 1 level. So I've still got Gork will fix it, but he's a level 1 now. So I cast. Can I do that? Anyway, I cast it over here. Gork will fix it on these guys because just in case they were going to come around and get into some combat, I thought, well, give them a bit of a hex. Hindsight, I probably should have put on someone else. And I get Vindictive Glare off with these guys and take out a bunch of Witch Elves. Yeah, so 18 poison shots. I managed 3 wounds on him. And these guys may have managed to take a Witch Elf off. Maybe. I think they're hitting on 6s. The Doom Divers go to town here and take out 6 cold ones. So these Doom Divers they're awesome against this type of stuff. That's what they're built for, I guess. And yeah, I've painted up in the last PMP meeting. pledge thing last month. I painted up this Doom Diver. So just for the model, what's it called, a marker. Yeah, as I said, the punt wagon dies. Not long for this world. Oh, skipped. Come back, come back. So yeah, he's turn two. He takes it. I totally didn't even see it. So my PSP's going to die to his general. The Witch Elves make it in. So and the stand and shoot. I don't even know if I managed to take any out. So they are quite hopeless. These shots. And you can see the cold ones have also gone into my level one. He is level. No, he's level two. That guy. So yeah, I just take him off. He's going to die. And the Manticore, and so I challenged with the BSB just to make it so his general couldn't attack anyone else. But yeah, so he ends up with 4 on that, and then the Witch Elves, they just go to town. I think actually did leave a few left, about 7 savages, and they took out the back rank of the Witch Elves, or actually a little bit more. So it's good. This got them down to 7, but yeah, just watching how many dice they get when there's not that many figures, it's crazy. Anyway, the Beastmaster overruns into my Black Orcs flank, which isn't good, but I can always challenge with Grimgore and see if I can get rid of him. But then I see something else, and I think, I'm going to do this. And you can see what's missing. So my turn 3, I needed a 9, and I get it, and I send this Mangler straight through my Black Orcs and through his Manticore out the back. Yeah, and he just, I think I lost 4 Black Orcs or something like that, and yeah, he lost a whole lot more. That was definitely worth 65 points well spent. It's just another shot of it. What else? Movement wise, I guess all I did was I performed the Night Goblins, just twist them a bit so they can shoot, I think. Actually, maybe I didn't. Maybe they just stood still to take shots at the Witch Elves. That's about it. Not a whole lot of movement. I'm bringing that other Mangler over too, just because that flanks now on the right's pretty good. So just to see what else I can kill with it. Magic's 8 to 5, and I get Gorka Fixate off on these guys again. I think I'm just trying to persuade him from attacking with him. I don't even think it's that useful there, but anyway. Well, I threw that, and rather than throw Dispel Dice, he throws the Toad Scroll, and I'm only a level 1, so I turn into a Toad, and I'll put a dice there because we don't have a model. That's cool. My Wizarding Hat dude gets Wizen's off on this unit just to say if you're going to charge me, I'm going to be buffed up a little bit. You're going to be wounding me on 5s. And the Rock Lobber takes out the Charybdis. One shots it. Well, he only had 3 wounds left. The other archers, I think, managed to take off 1 Dark Rider. That's about it. And so I throw the Doom Divers at this and get him down to just the Standard Bearer, and he's got his Sorceress in there. So the shooting's paying off here. That's for sure. I don't know if I managed much at all. It looks like there's still 7 Witch Elves, so I don't know what happened with the shooting. I must have totally missed them all. And so his turn 3 obviously sends these into the Night Goblins. He's actually over 1. He has maximised, we just didn't really pay much attention to it. So that's my War Boss on the right, so he's going to try and throw 3 attacks into that. But there's a lot of goblins there, even with his, I think he has 22 attacks just with the 7 people, so he can't break Steadfast, so that's good. But now I'm on no rerolls because my BSV is dead, so it's still a bit, you can always fail it. And then in the other charges, I think this is what happened. I think he did try to charge the cold ones in my savages and his sisters into my Black Orcs, and he failed both charges. The cold one's actually quite close. He just rolled shit. So this remaining Dark Rider comes over just and the Sorceress to try and Doom Bolt my Mangler before Magic Phase, which I think I throw all the dice out and stop. Yeah, that's what happened. But he's got 2 shots from the repeated bolt throw and plonks a wound off the Mangler, so it's down to 1 wound now. But it's still there. And blurry shot of my turn 4. Um, and at the end of his turn 3 too. My night goblins end up taking out those witch elves, which is great. He's removed. Actually, only killed about 6. It was probably crazy. Wizards did it. He had to wound on 5, so I think I totally killed him, and he only got about 6 or something off me. So they're there, but then in my turn they failed stupidity and stumbled forward. So that sucked because I think I was planning on possibly spinning them around and just shooting the crap out of the Dark Riders. Maybe. No, they're just going to shoot at the sisters. And then I charged my Savages and Black Orcs at the Cold Ones, and they both failed. They weren't that close. My Black Orcs have got the movement banner, so they needed an 8 or a 9. But yeah, it's still 50-50, whatever, and they failed. And then my Savages needed a 8, I think, and they failed. So it wasn't totally unsurprising, but it was also a bit annoying. I would have liked to at least get 1 in there. Well, especially the Black Orcs. And shooting. Oh yes, I've moved the Wolf Rider before I moved the Mangler, so I actually moved him back. And then I thought it's worth trying again, so I sent my Mangler towards the Doom, this level 2 Sorceress, even though I knew my Wolf Riders were behind him, and I rolled high enough, and he went straight through and killed everyone there. So not too bad. I mean, I lost the Wolf Riders. Oh, my Rock Lobber panicked, so I couldn't shoot. So that's just after my failed charges. The Rock Lobber couldn't shoot because it panicked. I think that's what it was. And yeah, both my Doom Divers went into the Cold Ones, and both of them missed, which sucked. But they've been pretty good, so I can't complain. So turn 4, he sends the the Cold Ones into the Savages and the Sisters into the Black Orcs, and the Sisters fail. So both of us just can't get into grips with each other here. Savages are not going to last against that charge, though. And they don't. They get nailed almost to a man, I think, and then he overruns and gets rid of them. And that's pretty much his turn 4. My turn 5, I was thinking of charging the Black Orcs and the Sisters, and then doing the maths, still going, God, you need to have. I'm going to have Wizards up, because they're going to do a fair bit of damage still. Well, and there's still a few of them in there. You can't see, there's actually black bases, which is, so there's still a bunch of them there. So I elect to not charge this turn and try and use the shooting to whittle them down again. So I put Gork Fix It on them. I buff Wizards here, so when he's going to charge me next turn. And then I just shoot at them. And I do take some off, I think, with the short bows and that Goblin. One of the Doom Divers does a fair bit, I think. And then into his turn 5, he charges these Cold Ones into this middle one, because the one over on the right had misfired last turn and can't shoot this turn or next, so it's out of the game now. And obviously kills the Doom Diver. And then my last turn, so now it's time for everything. So I charge the Black Orcs, the Night Goblins, and the Sisters. Night Goblins fail, but the Black Orcs get in. And I also get Wizards back up on them again. And I didn't take all the pictures there, but with Wizards, yeah, they only managed to kill about 4 or 5 Black Orcs, and we wipe the rest of them off with Grimgor, and they break, we catch them, and that's that unit done. So his Cold Ones are reformed, he charges at my Night Goblins, and I flee. And that's the end of turn 6. So he's left with just that Cold One bus with his BSB, and I've still got a few units. So I did beat him up on victory points, but because of the difference as well, comp difference, it ends up being 11-9 Orc victory, but hey, I'll take it. I think the list worked sort of how I wanted them. In the major thing it didn't do was both my Savages ended up in combats where they were unsupported and died, so that's something that I wouldn't like. Preferably using the Goblin Wolf and the Wolf Riders a bit better to sort of chaff up things that were coming in, but they sort of just were wasted. But that was still a good game, and it was good to get a win. And probably try this list to help out a few other guys at the club meet in a couple of weeks who are practicing for the same comp, so might as well see how it goes. I get some different lists. Anyway, Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.